This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, so before we jump into another draft for Kaladesh Remastered, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can support them and support me by clicking on the link in the description below if you're on YouTube, or the logo below on Twitch. It'll take you to their store, and when you do go to their store, you'll find all kinds of great stuff, singles, all kinds of other things. Yeah, so check them out. Sealed product, apparel, all of it. Definitely Harness Lightning. I mean, at worst, it's 2 mana to do 3 to something, and then it has all the energy synergy that makes it even better. I'm a pretty big Glint Sleeve Artisan fan. I like basically everything that has Fabricate. They're all pretty nice. Hunt the Weak's not bad, but I think Harness Lightning is definitely the best card in this pack. So it's a pretty easy pick overall, even though there's other nice things here. Okay, so Oath of Ajani is nice if you can go wide, and you can do that with lots of Fabricate, but you know, I don't think you really want to take that here. So yeah, I don't think Kaldheim comes out until February, actually, guys. I think that's what they've said. Ether Chaser, I think, is probably what we take here. It's a great 2-drop, another card with energy. This one produces servos for you if you have the energy to pump into it. Yeah, double check that, because it seems really late to me to be February, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Metalwork Colossus is a cool card, but very difficult to make it work in Limited. Okay. So I think Aeronaut Admiral and Glimmer of Genius are both pretty good. You know, Weldfast Monitor is not bad. I'm probably going to go with the Admiral here. Giving vehicles flying is a good time. Glimmer of Genius is a nice card too, but yeah. So I'm going to take the Admiral. Yeah, I think it got sort of delayed as a result of COVID, is what I'm thinking. That's why it's so late. So Weldfast Engineer is not bad. You need artifact creatures to get it going, which you can have if you're making servos. There's also Glint Sleeve Artisan, which has Fabricate, so it can make artifact creatures. Also Ether Swooper, which is pretty nice. It's like our Chaser, except it has flying and not first strike. This pack has a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff in it. It's a hard pick. Do I just stick with white because I already have one white card? Yeah, that's where I'm leaning, and it's a good white card, so... Okay, so vehicles are slightly better in our deck because we have this Admiral right now, and red-white is sort of the most the vehicliest deck in the format, but this isn't that good of one, so I'm not really wanting it. Gremlins aren't bad, but I like Eddy Trailhawk. It's another card with energy, giving stuff flying. I mean, right now we're looking like an aggro deck. The Infiltrator's better than it looks because it can't be blocked by servos. I'm not a huge Inspector fan. I like Eddy Trailhawk a little more. Okay, so, you know, this isn't bad. You know, you can use it. It gives you artifact stuff, and it can kill small things. But it might just be Countless Gears Renegade, 2 mana, 2/2 that makes a servo if you have lost a permanent, or a permanent has left the battlefield on your side. It can go to your hand, too, and stuff like that. This also, not a vehicle I'm excited about, even with Aeronaut Admiral. I think I'm going to go with the Renegade in the end. I like it a little better than the Puzzle Knot here. Okay, so this pack's not an exciting one. This doesn't really, I mean, if you're playing with a sideboard, it can be kind of interesting, but yeah. Herald of the Fair is alright, and it's probably what we're going to take, but, you know, there's nothing great in this pack for anybody. We could consider Universal Solvent, but I don't like it that much. Okay, alright. So, I do like taking Renegade maps. It makes splashing very easy. It also helps you activate Revolt. Built to Smash is a powerful combat trick in a really aggressive deck. Eager Construct's decent. I'm kind of leaning towards Renegade map over Countless Gears Renegade here. I think, you know, the ability to splash plus the artifact synergy plus the Revolt synergy is worth a pick here. for sure. Okay, so we have a card that can help us with fixing, but I'm probably just going to take Built to Smash and see. You know, right now we don't have artifact creatures other than servos, but we'll probably get some if we want them. Don't really like Consulate Turret. I guess I'll take Implement of Examination, but I don't think we're playing it. This deck has so many good aggressive creatures. This format does. Like, this thing is, like, so nice. Really good attacker early in the late game. It's still relevant. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, yeah, like, Weld Fast Monitor is something we really want to pick up in this deck. Just, you know, when we have Built to Smash and stuff like that. Chandra and Heart of Kiran. That's pretty gross, Mark. That is pretty gross. Okay, well, I said we wanted a Weld Fast Monitor, and we'll take it. I mean, it's an aggressive creature. It's an artifact. You know, what more can we ask for? I mean, you know, other than Chandra or something. Angel of Invention is in this set. All right, so we're going to cut red here. It's not a card we're going to play, but we are going to cut it. Might as well, right? Take the artifact here. Innovator there. Ooh, boy. So here's a reason to splash. You know, this is why you do it. Maverick Thopterus is really good. Now, this pack also has a Welding Sparks and a Chandra's Pyro Helix. And especially the Welding Sparks might be worth it. It also has Gonti, who's really good. He's like always a 2-for-1, and that's really great. It's a strong pack one. Like, pack one, pick one, I'd probably take Gonti, I think. And it might not be wrong to do it here. But I think we probably want the Thopterist a little more than Welding Sparks and a little more than Gonti. We already have Fixing. We don't need a ton of it to make the Thopterist work. And it's very strong. I mean, you can play it cheaper if you have artifacts. You know, you tap them basically for mana. And, you know, it gives you... Even if you hard cast this, it's actually a reasonable deal. So I think it's what we take here. More Fixing would be great, but yeah. So... Etherworks Marvel's cool and constructed, of course, but it's hard to make it work in limited. Inventor's Goggles isn't bad. We do have a few Artificers right now. There's also a Gear Shift Ace, and I like it. I mean, it's another 2-mana 2/1 with First Strike, and it's good with vehicles. So, you know, vehicles have just gone up a little more in value for us. Wouldn't mind, like, the Goggles or this Rebel Wheeling. But, yeah. Ooh. So, Unlicensed Disintegration is another powerful card to splash. And this pack doesn't have a whole lot for us otherwise. Eager Construct's okay. These aren't really what I'm interested in. I don't hate having one of these in an aggro deck, but I think we take the Disintegration here. It's just too strong. I mean, kills anything and does 3 damage to our opponent more often than not. So, yeah, I'm not really married to red. It's true. So do we have enough artifacts to make Barricade Brawler a thing? Maybe. Because you have to remember we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half, 5.5 artifacts, which makes Barricade Brawler potentially a thing. And when our other option is Frontline Rebel, yeah, I mean, I think we just take the Barricade Breaker. Okay, well, here we take Revoke Privileges. It's a great removal spell. Hard to say no to it. Well, here's yet another card we could splash. I don't think we want to at this point. I think we're going to choose between one of these. I'm just going to take Lint Sleeve Artisan here. Wow, so we're going to have all of the, if we want to, we could have basically every single one of the vehicle payoffs, more or less, but we don't have any vehicles. And this one's not as good as the others because its stats aren't as good on its own. So I think we just take another artisan. These have been passed a lot when I've been playing this format on here. I think people are really underestimating how good it is. So I've had, and then there you go. There's another one, and we're definitely going to take it too. A 3-mana 3/3, is pretty good, right? And a 3-mana 2/2 that makes a 1/1, also pretty good. It's both of those things. Are we desperate enough for a 2-drop that I want an Eddie Trailhawk over a Monitor? I don't think so. I think the Monitor is going to be pretty nice. We have a couple cards with Improvise. We have Built to Smash. I do like Eddie Trailhawk, but we've already got one. So... okay, we don't really want any of these things, but let's take Cathartic Reunion. All right, here we're going to take a Tampering. I said, I'm okay with one. We could also consider the Charge, but I think Tampering is useful more often because it can also blow up artifacts when you need it to. Yeah, I don't hate Frontline Rebel here. It does bother me that this doesn't have the Rebel creature type, but, Ooh, okay, well, you take Fumigate. This happened in another draft that I did in this format a few weeks ago. There's also a Renegade Wheelsmith who's, insane if you can get it going. I still think we take Fumigate, though. It just resets boards. And, we're an aggro deck, most likely. But having this potential escape card is a big deal. It's, irreplaceable, Renegade Wheelsmith is great. But I think Fumigate is a little bit better, even in the sort of weird situation we're in, where we're in an aggro deck, and it's not always going to be good, but it's good enough. Okay, we definitely want Dawn Feather Eagle. This is one of the great payoffs for going wide at common. So, yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable. This thing is way worse than it looks. You think you're going to get a 2-for-1 with it. It's really hard to do, at least in the way this format was originally constructed. It's a little bit different now, but I still don't think it's that good. We just take Revoke Privileges here. So, right now, I'd say it's more likely we splash the Disintegration, because, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't hate Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. Is it better than the Infiltrator? Probably. I think we have enough artifact things that it probably is. Yeah, so we'll take the Puzzle Knot here. Might not make the cut in the end, but... So, I don't think we're going to end up with any vehicles. So sad. The good news is, all the cards we have that are vehicle payoffs are good whether or not we get vehicles, so... do we have enough artifacts for this to be worthwhile? Not really. They have to be actual artifact cards. Things with Fabricate don't count. So, this thing's okay, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Fateful Showdown is too inconsistent. I guess it's more likely to make the cut than anything else, but I have a hard time imagining it working out. So I've got a couple vehicles here, but I think I want Eddie Trailhawk or Cogworker's Puzzle Knot more than either of these vehicles. Yeah, I'm going to take another Puzzle Knot. Okay. Late Ether Chaser. Definitely take it over a Sky Skiff. Cloud Blazer is another cool thing to splash, but we're not going to do it. Okay. So, we may not bother splashing at all. I don't feel like I desperately need to. I wouldn't mind a really late Inspired Charge, but I think there's a significant chance we would cut it anyway. So I think I just grab another Revoke Privileges, honestly. It's just such a good removal spell. So I think grabbing yet another Revoke Privileges there means we don't really need a splash Disintegration. I'll grab an Eddy Trailhawk here. Fragmentize is actually main boardable, but I think Eddy Trailhawk is what we're interested in there. I don't hate this Weldfast Monitor. The one thing I wish we'd gotten a little more of is, like, I wouldn't have... If I could have picked up an Inspired Charge, this deck probably would have been better. Like, in the end, we're going to be able to go so wide with this deck that it's going to be pretty nice. I think in the end, we don't need Maverick Thopterist. You know, it's strong. That also means we lose Renegade Map, which is not necessary. You know, it can kind of let you play fewer lands. So Fateful Showdown is awkward because it's just so bad in the late game. But if we're playing with it in mind, it's probably worth thinking about. Yeah. I mean, I think I put it in the end. So I don't think we want Spireside Infiltrator. Probably don't need Herald of the Fair or Frontline Rebel. Showdown, I mean, it's just so inconsistent. Imagine, the thing to think about is how horrible it is to top deck in the late game. Or even in the mid game. Like, you're going to be... There are a lot of situations where you can't play it. Or it's better not to play it. That said, I think it's good enough to make the cut. I'm just saying it's not a high pick or anything like that. Do I like the Puzzle Knots a little more than Countless Gears Renegade? If I had more Improvise, I think I'd like it a little more. So, I mean, we definitely keep our cards that are vehicle payoffs. They're all fine, you know, without vehicles. Even the Admiral. I mean, a 4-mana 3/1 with flyer, 4-mana 3/1 flyer is fine in limited. We're not going to be great at making Revolt happen, but we're not going to be bad at it either. So that's a hard choice, I think. I think we're definitely going to be good enough to improvise and play Barricade Breaker, too. Yeah, I mean, we got to cut some stuff. So I think ultimately Countless Gears Renegade is probably one of those things. Although I guess we could look at this and say we should cut everything that doesn't help us go wide, maybe. But, you know, at the same time, Eddy Trailhawk's ability to give things flying really lets you pressure your opponent. I think Barricade Breaker is probably going to be fine, even if we cut the Puzzle Knots. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still... We'll still have enough artifacts. We do need to cut one more thing. I don't think it's the Tampering. Might be Fateful Showdown in the end here. That may be where we end up. I mean, it just has too many situations where it's not good. I don't think you ever cut a 2-mana 2/1 with First Strike in limited, so it's not the ace. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to cut him. He's got good stats, even as is. I think the more likely 2-drop to cut is probably the Countless Gears Renegade, if I'm going to cut a 2-drop. I think we're either cutting Fateful Showdown or Countless Gears Renegade here. Those are what I'm trying to choose between. I think it's the Showdown. I mean, we have enough removal anyway. It's inconsistent. Drawing it, you know, in the early game, you don't really want to use it because you want to keep the cards in your hand. In the later game, it's not very good because you don't have any cards in your hand. So I'm just not a fan. I mean, I think it would make the cut in a lot of decks. Just isn't one of those situations. And if I didn't have like 3 Revoke Privileges and a Harness Lightning, and a Fumigate for that matter, I'd probably run it. But yeah. You know, maybe I should have valued vehicles a little more, because Fumigate also combos well with vehicles, because they don't get blown up by it. But, you know, this is where we are. Looks like a pretty good deck. Like a second Dawn Feather Eagle would have made it a really good deck, I think. But I like how it looks overall. This will be what we work with. The question is whether I need to add a mountain. At least one mountain. We have, yeah, I think we add one mountain to this. And then we're done. I'm going to add a Jumpstart Mountain. Look out. All right. Okay, this is a good aggressive hand, I think, overall. So we're going to curve out 2, 3, 4 pretty effectively here. Alright, so we're going to attack. I'm going to play our Glint Sleeve Artisan. We're going to make a servo. Next turn we can play our Admiral. Oh, no. Good news is I can keep them from crewing vehicles, but I can't keep them... Crap. Yeah, either Sphere Harvester is really good. I'm not super happy about that. I was thinking I could turn it off, but... I can just make it so creatures can't crew it. And all they need to crew it is a servo, so they can crew it right now. Oh boy. That's a frustrating thing to have to deal with. So, I guess I could use Built to Smash to take it down here with my Glint Sleeve. And that is not the worst plan I've ever had. And it's not quite a 2-for-1 because I hold on to a servo, so let's do it. I mean, it's close to a 2-for-1, don't get me wrong, but... I do kind of wish I could do something with the rest of my mana, but... Oh, it's actually not even a 2-for-1. I don't know what I was thinking. My Artisan actually survives, so that feels really good. Okay, so... I mean, right now, I don't think we're on a Fumigate plan. I think we're just on a attack them with everything plan. I don't even need to use energy here. Yeah, actually, I guess I do. I guess I do. Because they can make another servo to block. At some point, I can put Revoke Privileges on this, and it'll just be like a source of damage for me, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, so... I'm going to go ahead and just attack with the servo, too. And give this flying. Fumigate is going to be like our last-ditch effort type thing. Okay. I can live with that overall, I think. I'm going to hold on to this land at this point. Okay, well now Fumigate is starting to look pretty attractive because I kill this and get back my creature. So So I think all of a sudden, my new plan is to just hang back and play Fumigate eventually. Yeah, we'll pass our turn. Fumigate will feel really good eventually. So we'll go ahead and block this. I mean... Okay, so they're going to play around it, which is smart. Frustrating for me. So maybe I do need now to revoke that colony. Yeah. Let's go ahead and revoke the colony. I'm going to attack here because if they do something to kill my Hawk, I'll get a servo out of my Countless Gears Renegade, so... Like if they use impeccable timing. They don't. But we are just going to play this as a 2-2 now. All right. What if they've built the white built to trick? They must, right? I mean, why else would they be doing this? Let's make them use it. Yeah, built to last. That's it. Okay, so now I think we do start hanging back. We just end our turn here. It's probably pretty much Fumigate time. Okay. How much damage does that do to me if I let this happen? So, rather than hold on to this Fumigate plan, I think maybe it's time to just kill the Fairgrounds Warden in response to this. Kumbal is kind of a nuisance too, obviously. So we're gonna pay 3 energy. Get that back. Go to 8. Okay. So I'm actually gonna attack here. Then I'm gonna play the Artisan as a 3/3. Well, well, well. I think we lose to that. We do have Destructive Tampering. Kind of have to draw it now or die. I mean, I can at least make it hard for them to crew it. So I guess that's what I do, but... And by that I mean I use Fumigate here and pray. I mean, that's really all I can do. Pray that all they have in their hand is lands. Well, that's annoying. See you later, Barricade Breaker. Yeah, it's not good. Hmm. So, like, if I block this servo, they just get another servo, so it's kind of a free attack. Although, I guess they're trying to really hold on. They're trying to get to 3 power, so I guess it's unlikely. That's, yeah. It is a free scry, though. Yeah, I mean, revoke privileges doesn't really get it done here. We need to draw... Yeah. So, I'm going to attack with my Glint Sleeve Artisan. If they want to trade, they don't. So all they need is any one power creature, and they can crew this turn, at which point we're dead. So we pretty much have to put the revoke privileges on the poisoner to make it a little harder. So now they need to find 2 power to crew it, and then we're dead. Alright. That will do it. Sky Sovereign is pretty much unbeatable if you can't deal with it. And we had only 1 card in our deck that could really do it at that point. Frustrating. Man, they had Sky Sovereign and Ether Sphere Harvester. Imagine if our deck had gotten those with all of the vehicle payoffs. I think we have to mulligan this. Just one of our colors. It seems too dangerous to me. Granted, I guess if we draw any land, we can play all 3 of these, and that could be worse. But I think a 6-card hand has the potential to be better, especially on the draw. Yeah, I think this is a lot better. I think we put back Destructive Tampering in this case. I mean, it can win us the game for sure, but it's also pretty bad early. Let's play a Fancy Mountain. Yeah, that guy can get ugly in a hurry. Looks like it's going to hit us here, and then we'll probably have to slap Revoke Privileges on it. Yeah, that's what we'll do here. Okay, so... I think I play the Artisan and make a servo. This card was never impressive in original Kaladesh. It'll be interesting to see if our opponent can make it work. Them having to play a Dawn Feather Eagle on a board like that is, you know, a small victory. Okay, so we're back in should we just hold back and fumigate them territory. Or should it be our plan B? I think we're in hang back and fumigate territory. Gotta hope they don't play around it, but... But let's see what they do. I mean, chances are good that they're gonna kill our artisan. That's true, they may not have much else if they played the eagle like that. That's not a bad point. They forgot... Did they forget to add energy with that? I think they did. Which could have then killed my artisan. Do you think they have fumigate too? It'd be kind of funny if they did. Okay. Alright, so... There's an option here where I do play my weld fast monitor just to try to coax a little more out of them. But... And then I have my barricade breaker to come down post fumigate. But I don't think I need to do it. I mean, we're just not under that much pressure. I may as well see what they're going to do and fumigate when it's more advantageous. Oh, no. This card is nasty when you can get it going, and they can. Why do people keep playing permanents that don't die to my fumigate? Come on now. It's not fair. Alright. Well... I have a more or less free attack with Glint Sleeve Artisan that I'm going to take here. Do I just slam this barricade breaker and see what if we can get it done that way? I don't think so. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we're 1 mana away from being able to fumigate and then play something. But I think with all this nonsense in play, just wiping their board here is what I need to do. Because if they don't have creatures to put counters on, this isn't nearly as potent. Plus, they can start damaging us, too. So, gaining some life here is worthwhile. So, let's do this. Don't tell me you can do something about this. You get... Okay, good. Okay. Hoping they're out of gas now. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to slam the big boy here. These are fun to get together. Not for us, but, yeah. That makes me sad. That gremlin's just gonna kill our barricade breaker. It's not what it deserves. Right, so... We're in trouble because both our creatures die to Consulate Turret. I am very surprised they just took that. I guess they want to start putting counters on it, maybe. So, I think we play our Artisan as a 3-3 here. Because that... Oh, in response, they can still kill it, is the thing. Yeah. So, I may as well make a servo, in other words. Yeah, so it's better to make the servo. Oh, it does only damage me. I'm stupid. Reading cards is a good idea, everybody. Player, weld fast monitor. Yeah, if it did 2 to creatures, it would be a lot better. It's interesting that they were willing to take 7 there. Like, rather than just kill my barricade breaker, you know? I'm surprised by it. Nine energy is scary. Like, there's things that they may be able to use in their hand. Thank you for the follow, Sin Ghostian and Sid Swami. So, I honestly think just putting the revoke privileges on this, I mean, sure, I guess in response they're going to... I guess I don't need to do it yet. I can just do this. And then just attack with... I guess if I revoked... I think I just attack with everything here. So, clearly they're blocking and then going to sack and kill our barricade breaker, right? I mean, that has to be the plan here. Or, you know, maybe it doesn't. Except it does, because they're taking 11. Okay. Now they're only taking 8. I wonder if they have their own fumigate. If they have their own fumigate, I don't think we're going to be very happy. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay. So, we're going to Dawn Feather Eagle. I think our Fumigate's going to get us there. I mean, that's the reason this game turned around. Then we're going to revoke the privileges of the Boar. Then attack with everything. That should give us lethal. Yeah. No privileges for that boar. This is fine. I mean, it's not the best hand, but turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, that's, you know, not bad. We have both our colors, so... I wonder whether we should have played our Renegade map and splashed something. Well... Wow, we are drawing all the lands. That's enough lands, please. Can we draw some not lands now? Please and thank you. So it's got Menace now, the Bruiser, that is. Oh yeah, I get to scry one. No, thank you. Nice. Okay. So we definitely play Dawnfeather here. It's not the most exciting Dawnfeather Eagle, but you know, it gets the job done, kind of. Yep. I mean, removal, sure. Okay. We're in trouble. Yeah. So we're gonna revoke privileges the Bruiser. I think it's strange there to decide to make it a 2/3. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Fumigate would be hilarious. But it's not gonna happen for us. Too much flood. Alright, this is fine. Our Wealthfast monitors have liked us, huh? Yeah, I think we're gonna kill that. Oh. Oh man, I hate that card. Why is it so good? Like, and why didn't we get one? All right, so we're gonna attack. Then we're gonna play Weld Fast Monitor. Yeah, I can use it that way, but it'll be pretty ugly to use Built to Smash that way. If they aren't going to crew it right away, I'm not going to worry about it yet. But yeah, the moment they attack with it, I'm going to need to Built to Smash, so... Oh, and actually Built to Smash only does attacking creatures, so... Yeah. We have to get them to crew it blocking, so it doesn't matter. I wonder what happened to our opponent. That might be the only way we can win this game if they left. Yeah, they must have gotten disconnected. Or they're trying to trick us. But I am going to put Revoke here. They can crew this in response, but once they do that, we can attack with both Weld Fast Monitors, and if they block, use Built to Smash. And blocking, my Weld Fast Monitors will actually survive, so... Yeah, I think our opponent disconnected. That sucks for them, because they're in a pretty good position. Like, you know... The fact that they missed this turn puts them in a worse position. Oh, it looks like they're back now. Yeah, okay, so they're going to crew it. And then we're going to go to combat and attack with both Weld Fast Monitors. Right. Give it a try. Alright, well, that works for me. Even though they came back, missing that turn for them is big. Because they would have been in a way better shape. Well, that's annoying. I'm glad I have Menace. Good chance we can kill them this turn with the help of Revoke Privileges. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to know how that game would have gone if they hadn't missed a whole turn. But we'll never know. We will never know. pretty spicy hand. I wish we were going first because we could make like all these servos much easier and then play Dawn Feather Eagle, but I'll take it. Okay. We definitely lead with the Ether Chasers because they'll help us go wide ahead of Dawn Feather. Yeah. So let's attack. Okay. So we're gonna go Ether Chaser again. Then next turn we play Gear Shift Ace. And then the turn after that we play Dawn Feather Eagle. So it's gonna be a pretty good start, I think. Especially if they don't play something here. They do, though. And the thing they play here is scary. Like, really scary, actually. Okay. So this has hexproof, it gets bigger, etc. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's worth attacking in this case. I mean, it can only become a 5/4, so that's nice. I'm gonna play Weld Fast Monitor here. And just end my turn. That is a good Hydra. Alright. Well, I mean, we could be really greedy here. And honestly, there may be something to be said for being really greedy here. That is, playing the Artisan and the Ace this turn before I decide to Dawn Feather next turn. I think we do it. It's hard to imagine they'll be able to add to their board enough to do more than what we're doing right now. Yeah, their turn. If I had a Built to Smash, this would be even better. Maybe that's what we'll top deck. So let's see what they add to the board here. Okay, so I feel pretty good about our decision overall here. Oh, I feel less good about it now. Maybe they'll be really aggressive here. Even just attacking with this would be kind of nice. Nah, we didn't trick them. But it's kind of funny that we both just played a really good go wide payoff and a really wide board. And we get a servo out of the deal. This is going to do some serious damage to them, but if only I had Built to Smash. Yeah, I mean, the rest of my board kills theirs, is the good news. Like, they don't have good blocks the rest of the across the rest of the board. They either have to trade or chump block. So, that's good. I think if I were them, I would trade as much as I can. I think that's the best option. Like, to block... Well, I guess there's not that much they can do. They can trade for these servos, they can block Glint Sleeve. Every other block turns ugly for them, so... Yeah, so that probably is what they're going to do. They may keep their flyers, I guess. But that means they're taking 16. They must have something to help them turn the corner after that turn. That's one thing. I mean, this deck really needs like a second Dawn Feather Eagle. Alright, looks like we're going to get there. I mean, we just take the 14 here and then attack them with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. It's a free attack here. I'm not exactly sure why they're not doing it. Did they not realize they have vigilance? I don't think they realized they had vigilance. Okay, so... Okay. So they have 4 blockers. I can give this Menace, so it's going to be hard to block. I'll have to put 2 blockers on it, but... oh, okay. I think they realized they punted there. They were by no means, like, done in that game, though, is the thing. Like, I don't think. I hadn't finished doing the math. Maybe they were dead. Yeah, they definitely should have attacked there. Because I was not blocking. Yeah. People forget that card gives vigilance, I think. It seems too good, you know, for a common especially. And that's because it kind of is. It's like... Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. That's too many lands. This is much better. I'm sending Barricade Breaker back in this case. Alright, so I'm gonna play our Gear Shift Ace here. I mean, if we can cash in the Revolt on our Renegade later, obviously that's what we want to do. Look, it's ATOG, except now it's a gremlin. Play our Ether Chaser now. Yeah, I think it's worth playing the Ether Chaser here over the Artisan, because we want to make the servo here while we can. I really wish we'd picked up... Like, we passed an Inspired Charge. That would have been really good in our deck. Okay. So... yeah, I think here we definitely want to revoke privileges on the Rebel. Attack with both and make a servo. Now they have a servo to sacrifice, which makes our life a little more difficult, I think. That said, I think I just go ahead and attack, let them give up the servo, and then we'll play both of these. And hope we draw Dawn Feather Eagle next turn? I don't know. That's kind of what we need to happen. So yeah, they're going to block. I wish I had a trick. Oh, interesting. I mean, they'll have time to sacrifice it. Unless they mess up. I don't think they will, though. Although the way this draft's gone so far, someone messing up might happen, you know? Alright, so then we play Countless Gears Renegade. And Glint Sleeve Artisan. So yeah, this is why Inspired Charge, like if we had more than one way to pump our whole board right now, this would be a good start. We don't, though. So we could be in danger of sort of... Oh, no. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. She can still activate her abilities, but that's less of a problem than Ravenous Intruder is. So we're going to put this on Ravenous Intruder. And then we're going to attack with these three things. Should I even get in with servos? I mean, I'm going to lose one. But I think I probably should. Two, 4, 5, 6, 8 damage. I don't hate killing a Thopter here. So, basically, we need to draw really well. Most likely to do the last 7 damage. We do have Destructive Tampering, right? I guess that'll get us there. That and Dawn Feather Eagle. Drawing one of those would be good. Well, now it's going to be a little harder to make that work. No attacks at all. I'm okay with that, I think. I think I attack with both 2/2s again. Doesn't mean our Dawn Feather Eagle is going to be a little less good, you know, but if we can slow them down, that means our game can go longer, and we can probably find 7 damage eventually, you know. Yeah, and we got him down to 5 now, so that's good news. We're going to hold on to this land just to bluff. There's no value in playing it here. Yeah. That basically ends our attacking plan. Alright, well. We'll let them go crazy over there for a little while and then probably fumigate the whole board. I think that's probably our plan. Hopefully we'll draw some stuff to play post-fumigate. As of now, we don't need to worry a whole lot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play that land and end our turn. Okay. I'm hoping that they feel like they smell blood, you know, and they're like just gonna start slamming stuff. I may as well block one of these. Well, they do smell blood. Okay, so I say no, I can't. Because, oh, they only have 1 red mana. I'm going to wait 1 more turn. Which could be dangerous, but... especially if they have another Inspired Charge. Uh-oh. Man, that Restoration Specialist is going to be annoying. They're going to use it to get something back, but next turn I can play Admiral plus Monitor. And I'm going to gain a bunch of life here. So they get the Cogworkers thingamajig back. Oh, I guess they can prevent me from gaining 1 more life if they sack something here. Oh, they're actually going to prevent me from gaining a bunch of life. Well played. But I slam both of these on my turn, and they're not at very much life, so... He's one of the few pilots in the set that is not a dwarf. Thank you, Fumigate. This is weirdly similar to another red-white deck I had that was an aggro deck, but kept winning thanks to Fumigate. Alright, we surpassed a 3-3 today. We know that much. We're going to at least go 4-3. Alright. See if we can build on this winning record. Instead of just being one win over 500. Yep, this is solid. You know, when you get Ether Chaser and Harness Lightning together, it's kind of nice to know that even if they like kill your Ether Chaser right away, you have 5 energy for your Harness Lightning. That's some very real upside to have. Seems familiar. No, thank you. Right, so we're gonna attack. They could double block here, but I get to kill the Weld Fast Monitor if they do, so I would have been okay with it. So yeah, the question is whether playing this as a 3-3 here is actually a little better. No, I don't think so. I can actually, even if they give this Menace, double block it with servos, which isn't a terrible plan. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, even if they have built to last here or something like that, or built to smash, it's not a huge loss to give up 2 servos. For a Weld Fast. I mean, yeah, I don't even give up a whole card there, so I think it's a pretty good exchange. I think we go with another Glint Sleeve. Make another servo. So we've got a hand filled with removal and a pretty nice board state. And they seem to only have red mana right now. Maybe they're mono red, but yeah, no, they're not. Ooh. That is a pretty nasty card. Overall. But I think for now I'm going to let it be. Well, maybe it'll block here. I'm going to play Revoke Privileges on Ether Chaser. Because I have these other removal spells, I think it makes sense to do it this way. And to just keep pressuring them. So yeah, this thing is really good. We ended up passing one. I don't remember what we took over it in our draft, but it's real nice. I guess I could have used Harness Lightning here, done one to it, and had the energy to make a servo, rather than use Revoke Privileges, but yeah, my servo can't block, and I take 3. 2, 4, 6, 7, so... Ah, darn it. I was hoping they wouldn't play something that makes 2 bodies. Okay. Alright, well, now we have our Fumigate Plan B ready to go. Which may be our best plan now. We do need to draw one more land, which is far from guaranteed in this situation. So, I think I'm attacking here with these 3 again. See what happens. They take 4 here? Just trade with that? They do.